Today's question comes from Josh K. in Dallas. Josh asks, I manage 3 websites that sell the same products across 3 domains. Each site has a different selling approach, price structure, target audience, etc. Does Google see this as spammy or black hat? Boy, this is one of those occasions when I really kind of wish I could ask some follow-up questions. On one hand, if the domains are radically different layout, different selling approach, different structure, like essentially completely different, and especially the fact that you said it's only 3 domains, that might not be so bad. Clearly if it were 300 domains or 3,000 domains, you can quickly get to a fairly large number of domains that can be crowding up the search results and creating a bad user experience without, by the time you get to a relatively medium-sized number of sites. The thing that was interesting about the question is you said it's the same products, as in identical. So it's a little weird if you're selling identical products across 3 domains. If you were selling like men's sweaters on one and women's sweaters on another and shoes on a third, I've said before there's no real problem with having different domains for each product, and a small number of domains, 2, 3, 4 for very normally, separable reasons can make perfect sense. But it is a little strange to sell the same products. So if they're really identical, that starts to look a little bit strange, and especially if you start to get more than 3 domains, I would be a lot more interested to hear more about what products it is that you're selling. So those are some of the criteria that we would look at. Definitely, I found that if you have one domain, you've got the time to build it up, to build the reputation for that domain. In my experience, when someone has 50 or 100 domains, they tend not to put as much work, as much love into each individual domain, and whether they intend to or not, that tends to show after a while. People have the temptation to auto-generate content, or they just try to syndicate a bunch of feeds. And then you land on one domain versus another domain, and it really looks incredibly cookie cutter comparing the 2 domains. And that's when users start to complain. So those are a few of the things to consider whenever you're thinking about going from just one domain to whether to go to multiple domains or not.